Hello and welcome to the University Libraries. This lesson is on using the research databases to find information in support of your topic or speech. Databases tend to come in two flavors: general databases and subject-specific research databases. Clicking on the General Research Databases tab in the Research Guide will open up a page of databases that cover different disciplines, including Academic Search Complete, JSTOR, ProQuest, and Google Scholar. These are all good databases to begin your research, especially if there's not a subject-specific database for your area of study. Subject-specific databases are organized around supporting a specific academic discipline or subject area. Clicking on the tab Subject-Specific Databases opens up a new window with different databases organized by academic disciplines. You can see there are boxes for business and economics, education, psychology, and sociology, but since this is a communication studies course, we will focus on using the database Communication and Mass Media Complete. Let's look at social media and college students, especially given how much of our lives are intertwined with social media. At this point, given how broad our topic is, we can use some simple keywords to get the research process started. Since most of us tend to start with broad and half-formed ideas about our speech topics, we can also use the research process to help narrow and focus our topic. We need some keywords to get started. We can use college students and social media as our starting points. Type college students in one search box and then type social media in the second search box. Most of us have been taught by Google to simply type in our keywords and hit search. This looks like a good search with over 500 hits. But notice the field on the right-hand box that says Select the Field Optional. Clicking on the down arrow of this field opens up a wide range of choices in terms of what the databases are going to look for. Since we haven't made a choice, the only things the database is searching for are the keywords in the abstract, the title, the author information, and the name of the journal. It is not looking in the full text of every article for our search terms. Let's change the right-hand fields from Select a Field Optional to TX All Text and then hit search. Now we have over 6,000 hits because the database is searching the full text of every article for the keywords. Now we realize you don't want to go through 6,000 hits, so let's use some of our choices on the left-hand side to limit our search. Let's start by selecting peer-reviewed, which will return results only from scholarly journals rather than from magazines or trade publications. Then let's look at the date range. The earliest publication in this search was from the 1950s. Was social media even a thing back then? So let's limit the results to the most recent 20 years by using the slider bar control. And we still have over 4,700 hits. Well, since social media is constantly changing, we could choose to narrow the date range to say the last 10 years, which would give us still more than 3,600 hits, or even the most recent 5 years, and now we're down to just over 2,000 hits. Now, we have a specific phrase, social media, which is part of our keywords in this search. When you have a phrase such as social media or medical marijuana that is specific to your research, enter the phrase using quotation symbols as in quote, social media quote. The quotation marks tell the database to search for these words in their exact order as a phrase. Now we have just over 1,800 hits, with each hit containing the phrase social media and keywords student and college. At this point, we can begin to use the results to start narrowing our search. Scroll through the first 20 titles or so to see what kind of results we are getting. One of the titles had the phrase emotional support in it, and it looked interesting. We can type in the words emotional support in the third search box and then select TX All Text in the right-hand side, and this gives us 163 hits. We could narrow this even further by using the quotation marks to indicate this is a phrase. At this point, we can begin thinking about the ways in which college students use social media for emotional support, or conversely, how social media can impact us emotionally in both positive and negative ways. And notice we're starting to narrow our topic. The next lesson will cover how you can search for entire subject categories within the databases as a way to focus your research even more effectively.